Wow, that's so respectful. I'm gonna stop sending you videos of my balls on fire because I now have a partner.
Do we need therapy?
Yeah. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top.
We're just gonna hop right into it. I want your juiciest OnlyFans story.
Oh, strong start.
Holy
Strong start.
How much time do you guys have?
We have all day.
7-hour
Great.
long episode.
Yeah, perfect. Take her away, bud. Okay, so we've been on OnlyFans for over 3 years now, and we've seen some shit. But at the very beginning of our OnlyFans journey, we used to accept like task requests, which are basically like
People ask you to do things and you
Ask
fulfill them?
us
Well, no,
to
we already
give-
do that, but opposite. So
Yeah,
people
so-
would tell us to give them tasks, like degrading, disgusting tasks, and they would pay us to
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
Follow-up question really quick. Is it kind of like a cash pig?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but love it.
Okay.
A cash pig is like
They like being degraded.
Yeah.
They like they're like, I'll give you
Money to
to
degrade me.
embarrass me,
Yeah.
degrade me, hurt me, like
Like,
yeah,
listen, I'm
crazy
up
shit.
for it. I can say some really mean things to you if you just want to pay me.
Yeah, it's like, you know what
You're
a
like, you
dominatrix
dumb
is?
fucking
Oh,
ugly
yeah.
idiot.
It's like that, but
Give me $500, you fucking
You know?
idiot.
Interesting. Okay, continue.
Continue.
Now that I know this information, I'm terrified, but I'm excited.
So basically when we first started, this guy reaches out to us. Let's just say his name is Brian. And he says,
Strong name.
Yep. He says, "Hey guys, can I pay you to give me degrading tasks? And then in return, he'll send us videos of him completing the tasks. And all we have to do is like watch the video when he sends it." We're like,
For money.
for money. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yes,
we're like,
of course.
yeah, not we
For
wouldn't-
free.
Why the fuck would I
Yeah.
do this for
I
free?
mean, entertainment.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but honestly, I needed like some therapy after some of the things that we saw. It was fucked. But
Well, that's funny that you say that because we were the one giving him the tasks. So it's not like we were surprised.
no, but I think we were surprised that he would.
The way you
follow
worded that was
through.
crazy, babe. Like I needed
You
therapy
set
for what I
yourself
told him
up.
to do and then watched. Yeah.
No, some of the stuff was traumatizing to see. You can attest to that.
Yes.
Like we're still scarred 3 years later.
Well, because he really just took it up a notch. Let's say. You know the things we would
Oh.
Like he went above and beyond for your request.
above and beyond. Yeah.
so you could start explaining some.
Okay. Some things were.
Some things were multiple.
Oh, so many.
This went on for months.
Brian's a ride or die.
Months?
Okay.
Months of this. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. One that was like really hard to watch was, I think we told him to like act like a dog and like pee on the floor or something, right?
Yeah.
And so he did that, right? So he was acting like he was barking. He had a collar on, a leash, and he peed on the floor, but then rolled in it.
Unprompted.
and licked
No one asked
it.
him to do that.
No one said that. We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
Says it again.
I would like to
Confirms,
clarify
triple
we did not
confirms.
tell him to do that.
We reread our message 18
Yeah.
times to make sure we didn't ask him to lick his own piss.
He
Yeah.
licked it.
Yeah, he
Yes.
rolled
licked
around
it.
in it and then licked it.
Oh my God, I try so hard not to be judgmental. And I'm sorry, Brian, if you're watching this and my face is doing this thing, and I'm really sorry. And I think that you're probably phenomenal. But
Great guy.
it
Great
seems
guy.
like it.
Not a bad guy.
Just he's just a kinky guy.
Just-
Yeah, that's fine. Kink is not bad. Like, it doesn't
No.
make you a bad person.
Oh, no.
I think
I'm
each his own.
You know, I'm so happy for you. If that's what makes you sleep at night,
yeah.
amazing.
Another thing he did was we had said like tie your balls to a dresser and like drag the
With clothes in it,
dresser
like a full heavy
like an actual dresser.
Where do you guys come up
First
with
of
this
all,
stuff?
Google.
Are you guys okay?
This is why I needed therapy.
Yeah.
You're like, definitely this thing.
Yeah, he literally dragged this like the dresser had to be like what? Like probably like 30-40 pounds. And just
But our final straw, I think, with Brian was he had asked in a very serious way
yeah.
to be the human toilet at our wedding. Like he wanted us to hire him to let people piss and shit on him at our wedding. And we were like, you know what? It's been fun.
Yeah, but bye.
But we're going to have to cut the cord.
Yeah. I'm like, we don't need groceries this week. It's fine.
Oh my God, Brian.
Yeah. And that's when we were like, this is too much. Too much.
Okay, fair. It's funny because like I hear you talk about these stories. Didn't you say there was something with like Axe body spray?
Oh yeah,
that was another
this
guy.
was another guy.
Oh
This
my
guy-
god.
There's a handful.
Oh,
of
there's a
them.
bunch.
Oh, there's like a whole demographic of these
Oh
people.
yes, they love it.
Okay.
And this guy, I don't think we asked him to do this. I think he
No,
sent
he would-
this.
yeah, he
he
liked
said,
to
"Can
just-
I do this for you?" And we're like, "Sure."
Yeah,
for
I'd
you."
love to give you
he would literally message and be like, "Can I send you this amount of money to send you this video?" And we were like,
Oh my
Twist
god.
my arm.
So
Twist
giving.
my
Oh
arm.
my
Yeah.
so giving,
God.
Steve. So
Yeah.
giving.
"If you have
So-
to."
He sent us this video of him spraying his balls with Axe body spray and then lit them on fire in the
And
video.
then is slapping them so that it puts out.
Can you
the
give me that
fire.
visual again?
Yeah,
No, they like exploded.
They exploded.
because his balls were hairy,
Yeah, and it was like,
and so it
boom,
like,
and he starts screaming.
and then he's like, "Well, don't have to shave this much."
I was literally gonna say that. Like he's gonna be so.
He was actually
smooth down there.
No,
he
yeah,
was
he was. There was
hilarious.
this fucking elevator music in the background while he's lighting his balls on fire. Get a
Slow-mo?
grip. Yeah,
Like orchestral. Classical. And like slow-mo.
yeah. No, he was hilarious though. He was a really funny guy.
He was hilarious.
He was
I
so
didn't
funny.
mind him actually. He was great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
these were all 3 years ago.
No, I feel like that was probably a year in. That was probably
Yeah,
like 2
that
years
guy was
ago.
like a little more recent. Brian was like at the very beginning of our career.
Have you guys like followed up with them to see if they're okay?
Well, no, because it's so on OnlyFans, you don't get to see their names. Like there's no way. So if they unsubscribe, you don't get to go back and search. Like it doesn't really work like
They
that.
unsubscribed to you?
I don't know.
Or
if
maybe
it's
like
you went
it
through-
expired or something.
You went through all of that together and they unsubscribed.
Well, if their subscription expired and they just
expire
didn't
and
renew
they get a
it.
chance, like it just expires.
if they don't renew
or-
it.
Yeah.
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 But they still didn't renew?
it.
Yeah.
They sent you flaming balls. They couldn't give you the decency
Yeah, but
of
think about it. Like sometimes people have messaged us being like, "Oh, like we've had regulars on OnlyFans, right?" And then they're like, "Oh, I've got a girlfriend. I'm gonna not renew my
Deactivate my
subscription."
Wow, that's so
Yeah,
respectful.
Yeah,
I thought chivalry was dead.
I know.
Yeah.
Who thought?
Oh
men
my
I'm
could be
gonna
like that?
stop sending you videos of my balls on fire because
Yeah.
I now have a partner
My
and I'm just gonna
girlfriend
show her in person.
My girlfriend Claire would love that. I've moved on to theater.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Live performance.
Oh my god, no.
I should have them open for me.
That'd be crazy.
No, if we do a
the
tour,
opener.
guys, if we do a tour for this podcast, he will be the opening spot.
Yeah, we'll get Brian to be the human toilet at our venue.
Oh my god, and he can
Brian,
pay
where you
us.
at?
He can just pay for the cost of the tour.
Yeah, he would love it.
Oh my god.
I don't
it
know
would
how
be
I
his
feel
honor.
about that. Okay, genuinely leading to like a personal, genuine, serious question. Do you guys ever get not like I guess do you get embarrassed talking about OnlyFans or what you do? Like I know, like I think back in the first episode, like you guys introed you of saying like I don't know what you said, Murph or Mercedes, either one, depending how you feel that day. But you were like, and we do porn. I think that's how you said. I don't think you talked about OnlyFans, but do you guys like ever get embarrassed talking about it, or is it something you're very proud of? Is it something you're like, we talk about it if we ask? Like, how do you feel about it?
Well, I don't really have that thing that makes people embarrassed. I don't get that.
Yeah, that part of your brain.
Yeah, that part of your brain I'm lacking. But I wouldn't say I'm like proud in that kind of way, but I'm not ashamed whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know?
Good for you guys.
Yeah. I
Because
think
you shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think for me it was a bit harder because like you were raised like very open and like sex was like super talked about in your household where like it was not in mine. So it was a bit harder for me when we started OnlyFans for me to be like, this is what I do. Like I was a bit nervous about it, but now it's been so long and like I honestly am like proud of our career. I know it's like really unconventional, but like it has allowed us to have like such a beautiful life together. We've like been able to like travel and work from home and just like do all the things that I just never thought I'd be able to do in this life. So yeah,
so
like
nice.
you know, like obviously I'm not like my fucking pussy's all over the internet, but like I'm also like you know, like it's done a lot for us. It's like brought in so much good and like positivity and like, yeah, given us like opportunities we probably wouldn't have had otherwise. So
I
love that. I really do.
I also
I'm so
love
proud
being
of you.
controversial.
Yeah, we know.
I do know this about you.
Yeah.
Stop talking. I think that what's also cool about you guys is that you guys are like, you do social media too, right? Like that's such a huge part of your guys' life.
Yeah.
And so I think it's like one of those, I think one of the things, I mean, it would be interesting to talk about. I think one of the things that a lot of like porn stars talk about, not necessarily OnlyFans, but people who are in the other porn, you know, side of the porn industry.
Yeah.
They talk about how hard it is to get out of it, and it's just like this circle that like is so hard because then the money's so good, but then it can be quite toxic. But you guys have made like a business out of what you do. Like it's you have a business, and you also do other things, and it's like this well-oiled machine. And I think it's really cool to see you guys take something and like turn it into running like a company rather than just like a job kind of thing. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. But
Are you
I'm
flirting
very-
with us?
thank you so
Do
much.
you guys want to make out?
Sure.
Yeah, Jim, I'm blushing over here. That was really sweet.
Oh my god!
Wait, is this when we're gonna have the foursome?
Yeah, we can do it now. I was like, cut the cameras, or keep it rolling for your OnlyFans. It depends. Oh my god, I love that.
I don't know if this is controversial or not because like we are like sex workers, obviously, but are we actually considered porn stars?
I think in order to be a
Because-
porn star, you have to be fucking multiple people, whereas we just...
Yeah,
Is that the actual definition, though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like that's what we thought.
If you're
'cause
a
I feel-
porn star,
yeah,
then like you're doing porn, which is like not just with one person.
Yeah, but maybe it is. I don't know.
Consistently only one person.
Somebody, I'm gonna look up the definition.
Yeah.
Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Stand by. I'll be right back. I'm
Okay.
gonna look up the definition of porn star.
Okay, cool.
yeah. Because I feel like when I describe like OnlyFans, like when my mom was like, "What's OnlyFans?" I'm like, it's a platform where we show like a more intimate side of our relationship. So I feel like you can word it
Romantic?
in different
However.
ways where it doesn't sound so like vulgar
Aggressive.
and aggressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we are porn stars, but not like, I don't know.
But
So I'm-
it's funny that you say that because we've talked about stopping OnlyFans, and I don't think that we could because of the money and because of just being able to do what we do on our own terms and being our own boss, and like the fact that no matter what we do, we won't be able to make this amount of money.
Right.
It's like, how do you stop that? Even if like our social media was doing, say, 10 times better than it is, or like equal amounts of money as OnlyFans, I'm like, why would we even stop OnlyFans at that point? Like, why not just
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Double
Like,
the
it's
income.
so like I
Exactly.
just cannot see myself stopping.
I also think it's one of those things that like organically that'll happen. Like if you guys wake up one day and you're like, okay, I'm over this because we have another opportunity and like don't feel we need this, or if you know you've been open, Carly, about your like mental health with stuff, like it's like, okay, if one day you guys wake up and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, then that could be the most organic decision in the world, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And it's not something, that's what I mean, is that I feel like you're not like enthralled in the industry so much that it's like that's what's locking you in.
Yeah.
It's not the addiction of the industry. It's like we're making a beautiful income where we get to live a normal life and invest in things and blah blah blah. Okay. Isn't that the healthiest reason to do a job?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I want to pause because I found the definition of porn star.
What is it?
Porn star. Pronounced porn star. A porn star is an actor or actress who performs in sexual explicit films, videos, or other visual media intended for adult audiences. They typically engage in various sexual acts on screen for the purpose of entertainment or arousal. So I would
So,
say, yes,
yes.
congratulations.
You are porn
L'chaim, you're a porn star.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
I'll cheers that for y'all.
Proud of you guys.
L'chaim.
Thank you so much.
Speaking of work, Vic, you had a very tough week on social media.
I sure did.
Let's hear about it.
Oh my god. So all of this straight men found my Instagram.
Lucky you.
Yeah. What?
Okay, you know I love you, but I just like hate when we say straight men.
Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase.
Some very not nice people, because there were some women on there as well from what I could see.
I was gonna get to that.
Okay, amazing. But I'm just saying that when we say straight men, not to be political, but like it's like we know lovely straight men.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here, Vic.
Yeah.
I'm
you,
also
Mercedes.
right here.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Some incredibly unkind, rude people
She was like, this.
Beautiful.
She was like this.
Love it.
People.
found my Instagram.
Because you went viral left, right, and center last week.
Every single video I posted was hitting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views each fucking video.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
So
good for
fun,
you.
terrifying.
fun.
It should have been fun. I cried a lot.
Oh my.
I'm a sensitive being. It's okay. But yeah, I was getting some really, really nasty comments.
Can you talk about what it was regarding? Like,
so
what
many
were-
things.
it was just-
our relationship absolutely got destroyed.
Oh.
Just like who we are as people because we're gay, the way that we look, everything you could think of, people were commenting about it and just saying the worst things possible.
Yeah.
But then on one of the videos that I had posted, we talked about not being gold star lesbians, which newsflash, apparently you're not allowed to say gold star lesbian anymore
Why?
because it's
Everyone's fucking sensitive is why, and it doesn't fit everybody's mold is why.
Because they think if you say you're a gold star or you're proud of being a gold star lesbian, then that's now.
Put you on like a pedestal.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not
Or
inclusive
you're like
to people
shitting
who
on people who are not gold
Yeah.
stars?
But that's like saying
Yeah,
like, oh,
literally.
because I won an award, I can't say
I
I
won
won
an
an award because you didn't.
yeah no literally
Back off.
so
Shut up.
You're like, I did win the gold star award.
Yeah.
All on my own.
I worked really hard. No, I was being called biphobic because people thought that I was saying that people who are bi are gross.
Makes
Because
sense.
The audio was so I used to date this man and it goes "Huh?" So I used to date this guy "Huh?"
And I was the one going, "Ugh," and then it's like, I'm not ready to talk about that yet. And
Yeah.
like, it was just like a funny video. We're also both not gold star lesbians.
yeah.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Yeah, always.
I remember as soon as you guys posted, not as soon as, but like shortly after you guys posted that and it was doing really well, Carly and I had this conversation at our table being like, wow, I'm surprised Vic and
didn't get
Jamie
canceled.
are not getting canceled right now. All of their comments are so good because we posted something similar and got annihilated for
No,
being
we got
You should have just
annihilated.
waited about an hour and then gone back
I
to
was
the
gonna say,
comments.
so
Yeah.
that's hilarious because
We
yeah.
literally brought it up. We were like, wow, when we posted this, we were dragged.
And then we're like,
I
it's
thought
because
our
they're so
career was over.
wholesome. We're like, they're so wholesome, they're not gonna get
No,
hate.
we got absolutely destroyed and I had to turn the comments off of the video because it got so
Oh,
bad.
you know it's bad when you just like have to.
I'm like, this is not
Shut
even
that
worth
shit
it
down.
Because
anymore.
the thing is that like, Vic and I talk about this a lot. We don't turn comments off when people are like, just like saying their opinion in like an opinion way, right? But as soon as it becomes an unsafe space,
Yeah.
that's when it's like not even fucking worth it. And like, that's not how you're gonna change people's minds or teach people or educate people. Like, that's not it. And I think it was one thing for people to be like, well, maybe you should see it from this perspective and like, you know, look at it this way. And like, I'm still like, no, like, no, you're wrong, but thank you for expressing your opinion in that way. But that's not the way I see the world. I'm so sorry, Susan. It's just not the way I see it.
Yeah.
But to be like dragged through the fucking mud with people like going after our character and who we are as if we give a fuck if you're pan, bi, fucking trisexual, try anything, lighting your balls on fire. I don't fucking care how you identify, but don't come after us for how we identify, you know?
Yeah, no, there was this one girl that had commented on the video and listen, like this is where like what you just say plays into it. I had a full conversation with this girl and we actually came to a really great space at the end of it because she was at first kind of like going in and attacking and I was like you also jumped in and you were like, imagine being a lesbian not being able to talk about your lesbian experiences.
No, I was like, imagine being a lesbian, not being able to talk about your lesbian experiences because other people aren't lesbians. Crazy. What a crazy world we live in. And she like changed her tone
Real
right
quick.
away.
Well, she also was like, wow, well, imagine like me being a small queer creator and this huge creator who has like hundreds of thousands of followers is coming at you with a different opinion. Of course, I'm going to feel attacked or whatever it is. And it's like, but you, first of all, you started this. Second of all, yeah, but like her opinion is just as valid.
It doesn't matter if I have a couple 100,000 followers. It's still,
Yeah.
But and that's the thing is, I went back. She said that, and I was like, you're allowed sharing a healthy opinion if you think that that's the way you see the world, no problem. But when you come at somebody calling them biphobic, rather than just saying, hey, can you look at it from this way because I feel excluded, no problem. And so I went back to her and I said, to be honest with you, I'm really proud of the fact that I can joke about my past because I've worked through my past. Because she was bringing up like past traumas and stuff like that. And I was like, if you haven't worked through those, that's between you and you. But I've worked through them and I get to laugh about it and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
And then she, like, her next message was like,
Well, because
okay.
she had said, she said something to you that I was triggered. And I was like, I am not Mr. Nice Guy anymore. I don't fucking care. I'm coming after you.
yeah, your eyes glossed over. I watched it happen.
Literally, I can't. Oh, I wish I had like screenshots or something of what she said. But she said something specific, and I was like, "It's game over. You're fucking done." And I just gave it to her, and she was like, "I am so sorry." And I was like, "Mm-hmm."
No, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
ended up having a
correct.
healthy conversation, and it was
And
great.
the thing is she literally was like, you know what? I realized that I shouldn't have come at you like that. I apologize. You're not biphobic. Things in my state are really not great right now because of a gender issue or something. And I was like, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I wish you the best. I hope everything turns out the way that you need it to. And like we kind of ended it off there. I was like, I'm literally sending all my good vibes to you. Like, I know that's tough.
Yeah.
But she was able to like sit back and be like, fuck, like I kind of spoke out of anger because of something else that's going on in my life. And I was like, that's amazing. Thank you for like realizing that, you know, this probably didn't need to be a conversation.
Yeah.
But she was the only person in that comment section that was willing to have an actual open conversation. And then there was other people that were just like, you know, the people that come in with an opinion, but they're not willing to have anybody change their mind.
Yeah. And they're also like commenting as if there's not a real person that could respond to them on the other side of the screen. Like,
Literally.
I just imagine when people are just like leaving hate comments and then like a bigger creator responds to their comment, the pit in their stomach they probably feel when they
Yeah.
notice they got a reply. They're like, oh, fuck.
Retreat.
Yeah.
But retreat. No, but it's not even that. Like, there was somebody that like I think I had like eventually responded to, but they were not giving up, and they were gonna fucking die on that hill that we were biphobic. And I was like, okay, well, there's like nothing I'm gonna say is gonna change your mind.
Yeah,
because
you have to, like,
you're so
pick and
stuck in
choose
it
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it just got so much worse, and I ended up just turning off the comments. But it was on Instagram and it was on TikTok that's where it went, and I was like, oh my god, okay.
Wait, you got hate on both?
Yeah.
Oh my god, got reamed. And a lot of the comments obviously are gonna be like talking about her dating me and like what do you see in him. That's crazy that they're saying her, first of all. But no, but like
Crazy that you said her.
I know, I'm just rephrasing what this
Oh, got it.
but like, yeah, people being like, what do you see in her? Like, how the fuck do you get her? Blah, blah. And I'm like, I eat amazing pussy is how I got her. And I'm charming as fuck.
Is it true?
Of course.
Oh,
But
Don't
also,
ever question me like that.
and the thing is like,
we just had to fact check.
if that was like, I went after her. She didn't come after me. I made the first move.
Okay, so
So-
you wanna pause and go make out?
Can we join?
Yeah. Pour some?
So it's just like, okay, fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
and
Shut up.
I think I just struggle so much because, like, listen, she's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You're not everybody's cup of tea. Neither are you.
Hey. Just kidding.
I knew she'd get offended by that.
I'm kidding.
But it's like, who fucking cares?
Well, like, also, like, I'm very used to it. You're not as used to that. But, like, we talked about this in, like, another episode. Like, what's the worst somebody's going to call me on the internet? Fat? I'm like, oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, guys, I have news. I'm large and in charge. I didn't know. Like, fuck off. Like, I know this. Thank you so much. I'm cool with it. And, like, she's cool with it because she, too, knows. Because she lives with me. And, like, I just think that people think they're going to go online, and like it's less about people actually stating their opinion nowadays. It's more about them wanting to get likes, right?
Yeah,
because like
or like a reaction,
Yeah.
or whatever, just attention.
yeah, and people
bored.
love it. Like I saw one comment that I don't even remember what it was, but it was fucking kind of low-key hilarious, but mean, but like hilarious. And they got like 2,000 likes, and you know that they were just fucking on top of
They
the
were at
world.
home jerking off the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
fucking time. Every like, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, being like, I'm the fuck. This one happened to be man, and he was like, you could just tell he was like, I'm the fucking man. I
Yeah.
made a funny, and it's
I,
like,
I made a
I
funny.
made a funny.
yeah.
But like literally, I woke up.
So
I,
icky.
I know. Yeah. I had to make it as icky as possible to make them some. You know what I'm saying? It was manipulation,
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, but like I literally woke up this morning and somebody commented being like, if you weren't so fucking fat, you'd be pretty. And I was like, okay, well, let's just chill with that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's not exactly how
I'm
I
finding
wanted.
them.
I didn't really want to start my day that way, but that's okay.
Bless you. Yeah, yeah. Continue.
I hate to tell you this, but UMC owns that. So you can't fucking do that.
UMC's my label for anybody that doesn't know.
Honestly,
Fired.
That could have been the funniest thing you've ever said. I love that.
thank you so much.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm sorry you had a tough week, and you are
That's all right.
outrageously beautiful. Not that you need to hear it, because goddamn, you should know it. And the internet is the friggin' internet.
Let's all go around the room and give Vic a compliment.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to go first. You have the most perfect nose I've ever seen in the world.
Is, eh?
It is.
And
So,
I
you
tell
know
her-
that people are so insecure about their noses.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
are the fucking chosen one, because
Yeah, you're the
everybody
one.
and their mothers.
not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, everybody and their mothers. Like, no one's like, oh, I love my nose. How often do you hear someone say, I love my nose? Never.
I mean, the
That's
people
that's the
that have
answer.
definitely gotten like a good nose job.
Well,
Exactly.
okay,
They
yeah,
paid
but that's
for
what
it.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
They hated
Yeah.
their fucking nose, and you have the nose job nose.
Yeah.
I
you're-
appreciate
what a
that.
You're the
compliment.
nose that people bring photos of to their surgeon and say, I want this.
See,
That's the one.
I get
first of
so
all,
mad at you because of
I-
how perfect your nose is.
and I love you guys for that. And like, I know I'm gonna fucking piss you off when I say this, but I hate my nose.
Next.
What's
Yeah.
yours?
It's just ridiculous.
Comment.
At this point.
I think it looks different from both sides. Anyways, continue.
You're crazy.
Continue. Continue. I love your brains. I love your brains.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one you're going with.
No. You know I'm obsessed with your boobies because they're fucking perfect and amazing, and like what a fun time.
Yeah.
Looks
Fun
at you
bags.
for confirmation.
Respectfully, yes.
Yeah, respectfully, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. I think you have the most gorgeous eyes in the world. I really do.
Thanks.
And like it's not just like saying like you have really pretty eyes is like just like too simple of a compliment for you, because you have them. It's just they're mesmerizing, and that was the first thing that I noticed about you when I saw you, that like I get a guttural reaction when I look in your eyes, and it's not for any gay reason, but also all the gay reasons. So yeah, I love you.
I love you
crying.
too. That was so nice.
That gave me like rumbly.
Yeah,
sweaty. That was
I
really
like.
cute.
I mean, I've never heard you talk about my eyes like that. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a first for
Okay,
everything,
there
Carl.
really
turn,
is.
talking about Vic's boobies real quick. Let's dial back to that for a second.
Yeah, let's.
Right before we started this session, Vic came down and showed us
Okay,
her
backstory.
self-tan
My
marks
boobs
from her
literally sweat off my self tan, and it's just boob marks.
It was so iconic. It was honestly the best thing I've ever seen.
But like you saw the underboob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you haven't said much this podcast.
I was just thinking about it.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
No, when I tell you guys that I have never had so many compliments or comments about my boobs until I met Carly.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think I might like one up you there.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I'm
love
so
that.
sorry, but I literally look at your girlfriend's boobs
all the time.
They're just
Do you remember New Year's? I literally had to beg her for consent to flash you
Oh my
guys.
God, yeah.
I was like, baby, please let me. And you were like, no. And I was like, please, baby. And you were like, fine. Incredible.
wait. Was
But that's
that-
funny
was
because-
that the pink bra time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Didn't
still
it
dream
get-
about that.
Okay.
Arrives in the microphone.
It's crazy though because you like itty bitty titties.
I know, but there's something about
I
Vic's
know.
tits that are just
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
Femme on femme.
They have a spell on me. I don't know what it is.
You and I will
Fucking
say your
witchcraft or
fucking cock in hand.
Drake's cock in hand.
Don't we wish?
Talks about the controversy.
Oh my god.
What a penis on that man.
Yeah.
No, that was large and in charge and
We're
scary.
jealous.
It was terrifying. Absolutely
Our
terrifying.
reaction was like instantly scared. Your
You guys
reaction
were
was
like,
like, fuck,
I want that. Give it to me.
Let's go get a new strap.
Oh my god, should we go to the sex store together?
Yes.
That'd be so fun. Let's go to the
never
sex
gone to
store.
That'd be
Store
so
together.
fun,
What a
guys.
vlog.
I wish that we could literally do a podcast in the sex store.
That would be fun.
You want to do a podcast everywhere?
Yeah, I sure do.
We'll literally be in Costco, and you're like, I wish
No,
we could do a
it wouldn't be
podcast in
Costco.
Costco.
right in
But
front of
like-
the sample section.
just eat.
ASMR.
I don't like the way you say your R's. Can I tell you something personal?
Oh my
I
God.
don't like the way you say your R's.
Really?
Your R.
ASMR.
Are we seeing
Say,
it?
you
R?
say it.
ASMR.
You
I
sound
think we
like
sound
a
ASMR.
Australian.
Yeah.
No, wait. Can
Okay,
I-
let me say something else with an R.
Okay.
R.
R.
Say something else with an R. What were we gonna say, Carl?
Carl. Sorry.
I hated that. No, something I don't like that you say is crayon. Listen to how she says
Okay,
crayon.
everybody, this is what's funny is I just said let's go around the room and everyone tell Vic a compliment. I didn't say let's go around the room and shit on Mercedes.
That's crazy.
But we got there somehow, so let's just roll with
Okay,
it.
crayon. Grow up.
What?
Sorry, what?
Where's the O? Where does the O
Where
go?
is the-
There's silent letters
Crayon.
in words, Jim.
Can you say it again?
Crayon.
Cran.
Just say just say
like
crayon.
No, you, first
Cranberry.
of all, you
That's-
forgot
I
the
don't
like
Y
it. Crayon
and
little
the
boy.
O.
Crayon. I don't like it.
You
But you're
forgot
capable.
two
Of
letters
course
in
I'm
there.
Capable. This is a choice.
This isn't like bagel versus bagel. This is you're missing a letter.
No, you're
This is
missing
a
two
different
letters.
letters.
A different word.
You're missing two
But
letters.
it just doesn't sound natural
Crayon?
to me to go crayon. I've never said crayon in my life.
If you-
That's the
crayon.
word.
I'm gonna.
I
This is
get
how
it.
I'm gonna explain this. If you were to say that to me, I would assume that you were talking about a fucking cranberry. Cran?
Yeah, if I said pass me the crayon and there's only
Yeah.
crayons on the table, you would assume it was
No,
a
I would
cranberry
probably
bag.
go to the fucking fridge and be like, "Where are they?"
Where are they?
Not us having our first fight.
I can't find the crayons. I want my mom.
Do you want a vodka cran? Like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Well,
that
anyways,
crazy?
when will I ever have to say crayon? Never. I'm not in fucking kindergarten.
Well, if you
when
have
they have a
kids,
kid.
Don't put kids on us.
Kids on-
Alleviates
I
your.
feel like you guys are more likely to have kids than us. Because you guys want like two, right?
we have it all planned out if we decide to do it.
we wanted to what? I can't wait for you to say what you want to say.
We recently talked about us sharing
Oh,
a sperm
yeah.
donor.
Now you have to have kids.
Yeah.
That
So-
would be
Tough day.
iconic.
So what we wanted to do, poor guy, he's got to jizz in a lot of cups, but
Aw.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
We'll send them a link to our OnlyFans.
If we decide to have children, we are gonna do two surrogates at the same time with the same sperm donor. But my eggs will be in one and her eggs will be in the other. So that way they are biologically siblings.
They're like
And technically
biologically
twins.
half siblings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have one parent that
Math.
is the same.
Kumon.
Yeah. So yeah, they would, but they would be like biologically related in a way.
So you wouldn't carry.
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I think I have an inkling that if we were to have kids, I would need to carry. I don't have the best time with kids, which is why I'm so back and forth. So I think that if I were to be having children, I think I would need to give myself the best chance possible to bond with it, which I think would have to be carrying.
Oh,
understand.
interesting take.
And it's really interesting when she talks about it. Stand by. Thank you for your patience. I
R&R. So respectful.
When we first started talking about like if we wanted kids or not, I'm so maternal paternal. I know it's tough.
A turtle.
But a turtle. I'm a turtle. And I I just like light up when I'm around kids. I love them at all ages except for maybe like 4 to 12. Back off. All ages except for huge years. Like as soon
All
as
of the developmental stages of their
as
life.
soon as kids can go, look what I can do. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
look what I can do. Literally. But like, I just feel like I get so happy around them, and it's so special thinking about like raising a child and like teaching children things that you believe in. Yeah, I know that could be dark, but I think that when Vic and I started talking about it, the first thing she said, because you became an aunt at what age? 7? So she was still a kid. And so that would be traumatizing where like she's at 7, you want attention and you want attention from everybody around you, especially your sisters and your parents. But then these babies started getting the attention and taking away the attention. And I remember being like so impressed that you like knew that and could like identify why you have a hard time with kids. Cause I'm interested in if that didn't happen, if you would.
More than I think, honestly, probably more than likely, I would be far more open to kids. But yeah, I just like, I think I would never had that phase growing up of being like, oh my God, I can't wait to be a mom, because I was like, I was the babysitter of the nieces and the nephews at like 8. And like,
You're like, fuck these kids.
I was like, I never want to go through this.
Yeah.
So it's, I think that definitely shaped the way that I think about it. Which is why I think if we were to have kids, I would have to carry one of them, not both.
Oh,
And
favoritism?
you wouldn't carry.
No.
So you couldn't push a kid out your penis.
Yeah, exactly. How does
That
that work?
was way too
Biologically?
small.
Yeah. I have never, even when I was with men, I know.
That's so crazy to think about.
No,
I
I
know.
can't think
I
about
don't
that.
can't
think
even
about it.
picture
I don't feel like
I didn't know
unpacking
you
it right
were
now.
a gay guy.
I know,
That's
it's crazy. Even when I was with men, and like obviously I felt very disconnected when I was with men, but hadn't clued into the whole gay part. And yeah, that whole gay thing.
You're like,
And
this whole thing repulses me, but I'm straight for sure. You're like,
exactly,
I love this.
yeah. That's true. Why didn't I pick up on that? But I remember like being, even at that time being like, I want to adopt. Like I never had an instinct to carry. I also have PCOS. So I think my doctor was pretty bold with me that if I could have kids, it would be very hard. And so I think that's like, you know, a lot of women who are diagnosed with PCOS and find that information out obviously are very devastated because they want to carry, and a lot of people have that instinct to, you know, be mothers and to carry the kid. I just never had that instinct. So it was kind of, for me, I was like more upset that I was growing hair in places that I didn't want to grow hair because of my PCOS. Not that I couldn't have a kid, but
And now are you happy about it?
because I'm a man, yeah. Yes.
Wait, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes. Would you ever light your balls on fire?
Or do you just shave them?
yeah. True.
So that's a question. Do you shave your
Oh,
balls?
were you actually gonna ask that? That's crazy telepathy. Yeah, I would definitely light them on fire. What a whammy.
What's a what?
A whammy?
What a whammy?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. It
Okay.
just came out. Is that a real word? Can you guys in the comments let us know if what a whammy is a real word?
What,
A whammy. A double whammy. Like,
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I don't know.
What
Double
does it
whammy
mean?
is like, I feel like it's like just a different way to say, like, almost like killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Almost
two
like
birds
shooting the
stone-
shit. Almost like ripping around and shooting the shit. Almost
I
like
don't remember
bonking
saying
noggin.
this.
Throwback to
Flipping
episode
buck 80 there,
1 when
bud.
you were the most Canadian human in the world.
I don't remember saying running around shooting shit. I
No,
seriously
you said
don't.
ripping
Oh,
around.
ripping
apparently.
around. I don't remember that.
Running
at
around would
all.
be acceptable. Ripping around,
around.
shooting the shit is
I don't
crazy.
remember that. I do obviously remember saying bonking noggins, but
Yeah.
I
Bonk
can't
and
even
noggin.
say it again. I get a little nauseous.
Bonk.
I'm sorry.
You're a funny guy. Somebody asked a question about you, Carl. Yep.
Me.
Because we are all lesbians and you are pansexual. And so somebody asked how that affects your guys' relationship. And if it does.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
You're about to get canceled.
Shocker.
Are we surprised?
This is a regular Tuesday.
So do you want to talk about how it affects you?
I think let's go deep with it. And
Okay.
so I obviously have penis envy,
Yeah.
right? I am very insecure about the thought of her being with a man, because I feel in my head, and I'm not saying this is right or true, this is just how I feel,
Amazing communication.
is that they can provide her with something that I cannot.
Right.
And so anytime I think about her with a man, it makes me want to rip my hair out. And I don't get that feeling as I do when I think about her with a woman. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. So for me, I do find it tough, her being with men. And I know you shouldn't think about the past and we're together and
No,
whatever,
but that's, we
but
all
I
do.
Yeah. And so, like, you'll notice anytime she talks about her ex-boyfriend, I'm like,
You get really triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you talk about your ex-girlfriend, I'm like,
Yeah.
You hang out with her ex-girlfriend.
yeah, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So it is tough for me.
I just have a
Selfishly.
really quick question about that, actually. So what exactly are you saying that you can't provide that they can? Is it a penis?
No, it's like that manly, like that form of like protection, that form of penis, that form of like it's just such a different relationship being with a man, you know? And so everything, like, things are very equal in our relationship, although I am masculine. It's like, even in little things where, like, we both take the trash out, we both drive, we both
Yeah.
it's like, but with the men,
You mean like the
she makes-
stereotypes
yeah,
of being
and
with a
she makes
man.
comments sometimes being like, you're the man, do that, or like, you're the man,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I'm not.
As a joke.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
ever
No, I
mean
know,
it,
but I'm like, you
for
do
real.
say, like,
Yeah,
she'll
I
say
definitely
things
do
like,
those
I
little
wish you could
things.
just like pick me up and throw me around. And I'm like, okay.
I'll go to the
can't.
gym.
I'm working out, okay?
I'm trying.
Okay, I can
Do you
totally-
not make
No,
comments? Yes, you do.
No,
she's like, that's the thing.
She's literally taking responsibility.
I was literally just about, if you would let me speak for 2 fucking seconds, I was actually just about to own up to what I said and explain why I say those things. Is because I'm insecure about being tall. I've always been insecure about like being tall and like being bigger than my partner. Like, even with like exes in the past, I've never been the shorter one.
That's
Like, I'm
another thing,
always the
too.
bigger one. So like, even with like a man, so like, I don't I just have this wish and need, and like, it's like an insecurity in myself that like I could just be like really small and dainty and be like
Dainty, yeah.
thrown
I
around. Like, I
totally get
wish
that.
I
So don't
could
put
be
that on
small
me.
for you. Yeah, but if I could get my fucking knees done, I would, but I can't.
I know. I think
Also, your ex-girlfriend is like 4'3", so I don't know what you're even fucking talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I wish I've never been the smaller one.
Yeah.
And so it's more about, I make those comments as it's more a reflection of how I feel about
Yeah.
myself. It's not about like, I wish you were bigger. I wish I was smaller.
It just doesn't
Like-
come across when you say, I wish you could pick me up and throw me around.
so. Next time you're gonna go
Sorry, I
in
wish
and
I was
say,
smaller so you could pick me up and throw me around.
"I'm so sorry. I wish I was 7 inches shorter so that you could pick me up and throw me around."
Yes,
But there,
exactly.
yeah, basically, there's just a lot of things that I feel like I don't provide in the same way as a man does, and it bothers me.
And okay, and that's interesting because you and I are very similar in a lot of ways. And like, I feel like I can provide those things, but like, it's interesting to hear that you don't feel like you can. Interesting.
But
the
also, like,
safety-
you're super insecure about like the height stuff.
Oh
and
my
you're-
God, I'm insecure about the height, but that's less like gender things. It's just like, I want to be the taller person in the relationship.
Yeah.
And like, I've dated people who were like either similar in height or shorter before.
Right.
Like, it was never like I needed a man to be like tall. and,
Right.
like,
Yeah, you don't
know?
care,
Yeah.
which is so nice, but I do. But the safety thing I found really interesting that
I
you're
feel
like,
like you would be very protective.
yeah,
and
like I
secure to be
feel you,
around.
I feel safe around you.
Mercedes is
Yeah.
a big fighting guy.
I know.
Like, if I was
yeah,
ever in a
but I'm like-
situation, I know you would literally kill someone. For
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, like if a man is starting something or hitting on you, or like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Or like when we're out in public at night, walking around, like,
So you feel like you can't protect.
oh yeah, because I'm like, if we're walking out at night, we're both getting attacked. What am I gonna do? You know, no one's gonna fucking steer away because I'm there. They're gonna be like, twink.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
That's
They're
fair,
gonna
that's
come
fair.
harder. Like,
Okay, so I understand what you're saying. That's crazy.
yeah, but I'm going to the gym, so
I know you're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Okay, I love that.
And you are really strong. Like, I'm not even just saying, like, Mercedes
Yeah, tell me
actually
again.
has a lot of muscle. Feel.
No, I
muscles.
do.
Feel those
I
pecs.
make him do it every day.
Feel the
I'm like, feel this.
Wake up in the morning. She's like, I grew overnight.
This is my morning wood.
I do feel like significantly safer with Mercedes around.
That's
Like,
beautiful.
I
Versus
do,
alone, that's good. But not versus with a man.
Can you just let her compliment you?
I want to go home.
I know.
We are in my home for reference. I'm sitting right in my living room.
The address is.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time you outed where we lived.
Yeah, let's tell that story. We were at Jamie's friggin' show in somewhere, our hometown. And she's on stage and she's like, here we are in blank where Carley and Mercedes reside at blank blank something drive.
You are literally the worst. I did not say that. I gave them their SIN number.
You could, you might as well have.
Okay, so
Yeah.
to end it off genuinely, because we were talking about you being pan, we're all lesbians, and how it affects your guys' relationship. And so we have your take on it, but for you, is that something that's just like so organic to you that you don't really care?
Yeah, so I don't feel like if it didn't affect her in the way that it does, it wouldn't affect me. Like I feel like I sometimes feel a bit insecure about it. Not that you give me insecurities, but like I wish that I could just like be a lesbian so that it didn't affect her in the way, you know what I mean? But I also am pansexual with like a preference for women. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
So like I am very heavily leaning towards women. Like it's not, I don't feel like it's like fully equal across the board. But yeah, I feel like when I go for someone, it's very much based on like personality. It is like a lot of the time nothing to do with any type of whatever is going on.
Anatomy.
Yeah, whatever. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, whatever's going on in your pants.
You're so educated.
I was gonna say not the education level for me. Whatever's hantalones in your pantalones.
Yeah, but I just wish that it didn't affect you in the way that it did, because there is just, look, when I dated a man and there is just like no comparison to like the way that I feel about like now being with a woman. Like it is.
Oh,
like
I almost
night
got.
and
I was
day.
like, "Oh, you're rubbing it in," because she was like, "I dated a man." There's no comparison.
Yeah, again, if you would let me finish speaking, then I could.
You're a big interrupting guy today. Push his microphone away for those auditorially listening.
But yeah, I was explaining to her that like when I dated a woman, I like for the first time, I was like, oh wow, this is all the things that I felt like I was missing in my other relationships. And yeah, it's just I can't ever picture myself having another relationship like, with a man.
Right.
Even though like I obviously have the ability to like be attracted to them and like have feelings for them or whatever. I don't.
You don't see it in your future.
Well, obviously my future is this one.
I would hope not.
No, of course.
I'll give you
That's
that one.
what I'm saying.
Vic,
Do you know
our
what I mean?
second fight.
So yes, I am very happy. I don't think I could ever picture myself being with a man unless Mercedes
say unless.
transitioned.
Right.
If
unless you
Mercedes
transition,
transitioned, then I would happily.
So
be
maybe
with
it
a
is in
man.
her future.
What a beautiful answer. You are a pan through and through, baby.
Woo!
Okay, I love it.
Thanks.
Okay, I love it. So then, I mean, I guess, like, does anybody have advice for somebody who's, like, having troubles in the relationship if one person is pansexual and one person is gay, or however we say that?
I'll sit that one out.
Yeah, you definitely push that mic away. Maybe just go take a lap. Okay.
I don't think I can take the reins on that conversation because you don't have issues with that. I'm also not.
Oh my God,
I mean,
it's like my dream. My dream is to see her with a man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or a woman, or honestly, genuinely, I would love to see you with anybody, but like, yeah, consensually.
I feel like I'm trying to think of advice, but it's honestly so hard because it's like I want to give advice, but I don't know if it would be genuine because it is something that like we've struggled with because like
Right, true.
realistically it is a hard situation, especially if it stems from like your partner's insecurities or your insecurities with it. Like it's hard to just be like, oh, do this and everything will be fine. Like I think just making sure that your partner is like giving you space to really be able to communicate how you feel about it, like things from the past and like, you know,
Reassurance.
like having just open conversations about it, kind of.
yeah, 100%. And like also, even if you're like not a gold star lesbian or something, but like you've been with men in the past, I think like your past does not define you and it's also not something to be ashamed of ever. Like don't ever let someone make you feel like a piece of shit for something you did in your past or like whatever. Cause like in that moment you had those feelings, you did what you felt like you wanted to do. And it doesn't mean that it's going to carry with you for the rest of your life. And you should not allow someone to make you feel judged for that.
Right.
So I would say like it's important to have those open and honest conversations, and as long as your partner is like being like receptive and like open to listening and like really understanding how you feel. But if they're coming from a judgmental place, then fuck them. But I don't know, I'm not your therapist.
Yeah, there it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love you all.